What's up, you guys? This week we are talking about our live show that happened this weekend.
Why stunning on Valentine's Day on Instagram is tacky as fuck.
Michael B. Jordan bought what for Lori Harvey?
Advice questions about coming back to yourself after kids.
And a horror story involving an ex-husband and his brother. Enjoy.
Hello there.
Welcome back to Good Moms Bad Choices. I'm Erica.
And I'm Milah.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy hump day, biatch. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
I'm tired too. I'm really tired. I think that as I get older, it's harder to recover from things that require a lot of brain energy and a lot of just anything. Partying makes me more tired. Using my brain makes me more tired. I need to rest like 24 to 72 hours after a lot of brain power.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. So maybe if we pull a card, I'll feel more activated.
Okay, let's go.
So let's do that. Let's see. What do we have in the cards today? Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, I like that. What do we have in the cards today?
Hey, hey, hey.
So it's very Mary Poppins. It's giving me Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Don't put that one back.
Temperance.
This looks important.
So we pulled the Temperance card and hold it up to camera so you guys can see what it looks like. See here. It's a white angel.
There's so many. This is so problematic.
It's a white angel with red wings, pouring water into another cup. Two cups. He's pouring water into another cup. There's a sun in the background.
He's also standing barefoot in like a stream.
But he has one foot in the stream and the other one is on land.
I also see this like bright light behind him.
It looks like the sun or something. And then he has some sort of thing on his head. Look, looks like. And then he has a triangle in the center of his chest, which I'm sure means something. And then there's orchids in the background. I feel like this means like vitality or like. Actually, what does temperance mean? I should know what this means.
Temperance? Isn't that like. You're like.
Balance?
The opposite of having a temper. Yeah, it is balance. Temperance description. Oh, this is interesting. Finally, we're fucking right. The Temperance card shows a large winged angel who is both masculine and feminine. You know, we're always getting confused with these white people, which one they are. This one is both, finally.
If anyone wants to send us some better tarot cards,
we would love to have them.
I'll leave my P.O. box in the episode description.
Until we drop our own shortly. The Temperance card shows a large winged angel who is both masculine and feminine. She wears a light blue robe with a triangle enclosed in a square on the front. See? Representing that humans, the triangle, are bound by the earth and natural law square. So humans are bound by natural law and earth. The angel balances between 1 foot on the rocks, expressing the need to stay grounded, and 1 foot in the water, showing the need to be in flow. She pours water between 2 cups, symbolic of the flow and alchemy of life. In the background, there's a winding path up to a mountain range reflecting the journey through life. Above the mountains hovers a golden crown encased in a glowing light, a symbol of taking the higher path and staying true to one's life purpose and meaning. Damn, I was just thinking about this today. Temperance is the card for bringing balance, patience, and moderation into your life. You are being invited to stabilize your energy. That's not stabilize. Stabilis?
Yeah, maybe it is stabilize.
Okay.
It's the tarot version.
It's a tarot version. To stabilize your energy and to allow the life force to flow through you without force or resistance. Ooh, I was just preaching this to somebody. It's time to recover your flow and get your life back into order and balance. This card calls on you to remain calm, even when life feels stressful or frantic. Maintain an even temperament and manage your emotions. You have learned to keep composed in stressful situations. Little things don't get to you, thanks to your seemingly abundant source of patience. Your respect for balance and tranquility is what will help you achieve and experience fulfillment in your life. Temperance asks you to take the middle path and accommodate all perspectives. Now is not the time to be highly opinionated or controversial. Be the peacemaker and take a balanced and moderate approach, avoiding any extremes. Include others and bring diverse groups of people to create harmony and cooperation. By working together, you will collectively leverage the right mix of talents, experiences, abilities, and skills. There is alchemy with temperance.
Okay. Where was this card when I needed it on Saturday before our show? Because a bitch was not feeling balanced at all.
Well, I think the card...
Or patient.
I think what the card means is even though you didn't seem balanced or patient, the point is we're generally not. But we always get the shit done.
We do.
And it could always be worse. Like, I think we could be much worse stressed people. I think at the very last minute, it got very stressful. But for the most part... we have anxious personalities, but shit gets done. And we collaboratively always bring the perfect people to make the shit happen. Because we have really cultivated a team that's only cultivated with alchemy, honestly.
For real.
Only through alchemy could our team and the shit we like make possible be made possible because of the community that we've cultivated, including the people listening, including the audience. Like, it's honestly perfect. Someone asked me over the weekend about manifestation. Like, how do you know if you're manifesting correctly? Like, what if you're manifesting on some one thing and then it doesn't happen or it doesn't come in a I guess a time period that, or like the way that you saw it. And I told that person, I was like, I'm not really, it never really feels that way, because if something doesn't work out, or I can acknowledge that that's how it's supposed to be. And actually it's still me manifesting it, but I realize that there's no time frame in which things are manifested. And I trust the journey so much that I know it's aligned. And I realize that, like, our visions get shifted, and you have to be able to take the messages that the universe brings you to let you know, like, oh, you thought it was this, but look, it's shifted, and I'm going to give you the signs so you know that this is the new path and this is why.
Right. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Well, that was a good card. And I want to say that I want to share my affirmation of the week.
Okay.
And so my affirmation of the week, or it can be yours, whatever, anyone. I'm an endless well of ideas and creativity. I will put out my best ideas to invite newer and better ones. I am an endless well of ideas and creativity. I will put out my best ideas to invite newer and better ones. So this one came to me because I used to be the type of person that would hold on to my ideas and wait for the perfect moment to release them. Everything had to be perfect, and if that moment never happened, then those ideas never got shared. And I think through the podcast and working with Milah, like, we just be putting shit out, like, whether it's ready, whether it's whatever it is, it's getting out, you know? And I think, like, being able to free up that space allows bigger and better ideas. And I know a lot of people, I'm sure, listening, like, you might be working on a project that you've been working on for like a year, and you've been sitting on it, waiting for the perfect opportunity or the perfect conditions or the perfect strategy. And you just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's like, sis, there's no perfect conditions. And you're not making space in your life for any other new ideas to come to you when you hold on to these ideas. And I just want to encourage everyone to just release, put it out.
Well, you're talking to me, because you know how long it takes me to post anything. 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks to never. No, it's true. And then I get frustrated and I get annoyed with myself, and then I say fuck it. But yeah, I put out my model debut today.
Hey.
With St. Warwick, and I had no choice but to put them out because he was going to put them out. And I wrote a small poem with him, and I wrote it this morning, and I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just going to pair it with this photo because I should write more. And you're right, because we overthink shit. Who gives a fuck? Do you. It's going to get better. No matter what you do, as long as you put it out, it will evolve.
It does nothing if you don't put it out.
Right. It does nothing but sit in your brain rent-free and inspire nobody.
And I still do it. I think like I've really learned how to do it best in partnership, like with you and like even my ring collab that I have with Gypsy by Nature. Like I've noticed like I'm really bold when it comes to partnership. I
agree.
I know that like when it comes to my own stuff, I still am working on that, but I've definitely gotten better. And I think in partnership, it's taught me how to like apply it to when I do shit on my own.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, a partnership has helped me tremendously because I have ask Erica. I fucking text her every day. Should I post this one? Should I post this one? Should I say this? Should I say that? And she's like, no, yeah, perfect. Okay, post it. But if I can't talk to myself and do that for my own, then it doesn't happen.
Right.
Anyway, speaking of community, cultivating the perfect community, we had a fucking bomb-ass Valentine's Day, Galentine's, girls' night. Some guys were there, live show. And I'm so fucking happy because the truth is we were really scared about not being able to do it in person. And we had so much anxiety about it that it wasn't going to be accepted the same way. And it was fucking amazing. It was so much better than we expected, and we had such a large audience, and we had like some people in audience, and that helped so much. And we had a performance, and we had Bruna, and we had funny fucking Jessica Rose hosting, and we had Sebastian and Juju. Like it was pretty fucking amazing.
It was perfect. It was a labor of fucking love. Like shout out to my family because my brothers and my stepfather, everything you saw, if you were on the live, it's not the live, whatever,
Zoom.
The stream, then you know, like we promised you, it was not going to be a normal ass Zoom call. This was a motherfucking production. We had multiple camera angles. We had lighting. We had
sets.
We had sets. We had performances.
We had props.
We had props. We had
games,
segments and shit.
Oh yeah, we had segments.
Shout out to Sexual Essentials for her deep throating 101.
She's now our resident sexpert. I think shout out to Brandon Espy for always coming through with the production quality of HBO and living out all of our HBO dreams in the studio and like letting us bother you. We love you. You don't understand. If you are a friend, I'm sorry. If you're in our friend group, we are not only going to milk you for every fucking talent and service that you offer, we will also milk your husband. Because this is what we do. We bother everybody we know. There is no one in our community that doesn't get this work, okay?
I mean, I think that's the point of Tribe, and I hope that they know that they can do the same to us. We owe a lot of favors.
We owe a lot of favors.
But I'm just really happy with how everything turned out. Shout out to our team May, who fucking turned into a podcasting live streaming producer. She fucking killed the shit. Terrainy, who made sure everything was right with the sound and just everything. Like I'm just so grateful for people believing in the vision and working as hard on it as we do, and if you were there on Saturday night, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I shout out to our friends that came. We had a little small audience that came to watch us because it would be really weird to be doing a whole live show to nobody. Shout out to Marquise who catered the event. Food was bomb.
We another husband that we utilized. We utilized Zen husband. He rented us equipment. We utilized. Shout out to Michelle for coming through with the La Pinta, the tequila infused pomegranate drink that everybody should try. We just shout out to your mom for letting us use her studio. Right. Everybody fucking came through and to make it possible. So that was really fun. And we got drunk, like always.
Yeah, we hadn't eaten all day, which probably fed into the show started like 20 minutes late, maybe 25 minutes late, because we were having a little technical issue, and I was gonna like I was losing it. I was like disappointed in myself. That's why this card being pulled, I was like, bitch, where was your temperance then? Because I couldn't even talk to anybody. I was just like in silence, not talking, looking evil, and
She was being Keisha Cole.
I was Keisha Cole in verses.
Slash Monica.
I was Monica and Keisha Cole wrapped in one. Whew. Yeah, so then we shook it off, and then we started, and it was great, and it was beautiful.
Which
and
always happens.
somehow, every time, even if you listen to our episode when we had our show in Atlanta, then you know all the fuckery and crazy shit that happened out there. And somehow it all worked out.
It always works out.
It all worked out. So yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
I know, me too. I really can't because that was amazing. I forgot how much I like enjoy that part of our job because we haven't done it.
Right. I know.
And it's like, oh yeah, this is fun, not crazy.
Yeah, and like, I just feel like we need a late night talk show, guys. I mean, obviously we have the podcast, but we need a late night talk show. So if anyone's listening and you want to get us on the talk show, you know, your auntie works at HBO or your
Call
husband,
us.
hit us up.
We have some things to show you. Not Erica's boobs.
We can do that too, though.
Oh, well, they're so nice. Get us on HBO so I can get boobs like Erica.
Only if you're on Patreon can you see this content that I'm giving right now.
It's really good. I flashed my boob at the virtual live show.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Not I flashed my boob.
Hundreds of people saw Jamila's boob.
We're actually gonna sell the replay for those of you who did not catch it. So look out for that because it's really something you should see. So what did you do after? Like, okay, so that was our Saturday, which was also our entire month. So now,
so after the show, you know, we all hung out for a while. I've never experienced this, and you know, I guess I have experienced, but I haven't. We haven't had like an event in so long that I forgot what this feels like. And my friend Ashley, shout out to Ashley Runway, she does a lot of events, and she would always tell me like, yo, after an event, there's like this weird come down that I experience. And it's like, I have jitters, anxiety, like I'm exhausted, but I don't know what to do with myself. And that's how I felt. Like I couldn't socialize in the way that I wanted to. I just couldn't wait to go home and be alone.
I didn't notice that you were like, I guess we had to separate. Someone had to do it.
You were being a night fairy. I was like, okay, let's get everyone out so I can go home and be alone and cry.
What time did we leave?
Like midnight?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that late. So then the next day was Valentine's Day, and we went to Outside Cinemas, which if you guys haven't been to Outside Cinemas and you're in LA, you should definitely check it out. It's an outdoor drive-in movie event in downtown. And so we went to Outside Cinemas, and we watched Love and Basketball. And so I went there with a lady friend of mine.
Erica was on a date, and then I crashed it because we're inseparable. Hello? Oh, yeah. You said you where? You said downtown. So funny. Me too. You on a date? With who? Okay, well, I'm going to pull up right now. Not really inviting me, but there I was.
We just can't get enough of each other.
Love each other.
Every day is not enough.
You're literally Irie and Luna. Every day Irie and Luna ask us, can we have a sleepover? I'm like, you guys just saw each other. And, like, we just got here. Why do you have to have a sleepover?
So we went to see Love and Basketball, and we drank some wine. I wasn't going to have Irie till like, I don't know, the next 2 days or 2 days later. So I was like, this is my time to unwind. I didn't really get to unwind at the event afterwards because I was being a Scorpio and couldn't wait to get the fuck away from everyone. So yeah, we went there, and then after that we went over to Happy Bay's house, who lives downtown, and we had like a little small gathering. It was like I felt like we were out.
I know we did.
It was so nice.
I was surprised he allowed us to do that. I did what a cancer would do, what this cancer would do, and I invited everyone to my house after.
Oh, after the
begged everyone to come over. Please come to my house, even though I'm fucking exhausted. So I had like some people came over, some people slept over, and I literally I was like trying to. If you saw the close friends, I was shaking ass in my kitchen, and then suddenly I just left and went in my room and closed the light and got in the bed.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
You left everyone out there?
Yeah.
What were they doing out there?
I don't know.
You guys are missing out on excellent content on Close Friends, okay? If you're not part of our Close Friends, you missed Jamila's whole full-length mirror bedroom, I don't know what that was, bed dance. I'm pretty sure I saw your nipples for sure because you had no top on. I know you think your nipples are camouflage, but I for sure saw titties.
Close Friends, I can
and
get away
also
with it.
your underwear looked.
My underwear were kind of nude.
They didn't look like you were naked. It looked like you were booty naked.
Me and Carmen were doing some lesbian shit.
Carmen was doing some twerking on the ground in her red pants.
Yeah.
I was like, is she ever gonna take these off?
Never.
She's fully clothed in her.
Only I'm naked. So they came in that was when I was doing the bed dance. They came in the room, turned on the light, and said they don't give a fuck that I'm sleeping. Wake up! And I was like,
shit.
I'll kill you all. Here's a little twerk. Turn my fucking light off.
Not a little twerk.
Just a little twerk, and then go back to sleep. And then I worked the next day. May slept over, and Danielle, my other best friend, made us breakfast and bought us tulips, and it was very nice. Oh, and I woke May up. I cuddled her. I said, "Wake up, May! It's time for breakfast." And I was like, "I'm so happy. I had this great show last night. All my friends were there. I'm going to eat breakfast at my other friend's house," and I was just like, I don't really need any niggas. I'm good. I have someone sent me flowers. I just was happy. I don't need anyone. Except my friends. So yes, I met up with Erica at the drive-in. We went to Happy Bay's house. We had a makeshift lounge situation. He DJ'd. And, oh yeah, how was your night since you brought your date to Happy Bay's house?
It was fine. It was good. We had a good time.
Okay. Same. Oh God, I'm so sick of this job. I don't know what to do. Do we tell our business? Do we keep it to ourselves? How do we know when? Never.
I plead the fifth today. Check back in next week when I'm farther away from the story.
Never live. Always 1 week out. Should I tell? I don't even think it matters. Okay, whatever. No one even knows anything about anything. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we had a lounge at Happy Bay's house. Mm-hmm. I have a crush on Happy Bay's friend. I've had it for years because I'm a creep.
He's handsome.
He's so handsome. He's like handsome that makes you nervous. Like, what'd you say? Oh yeah, it's so beautiful. That's generally how I feel around really hot guys. I just get like kind of nervous and flustered.
And he's also very much like Happy Bay. Well,
they're like the same person. They're kind of like the same person, which throws me off because I'm like, are you the same? I love you. Are you guys twins? Are you carbon copy?
They're just both so like happy and like also just
earthy and like
just like they like want to have like really intense like eye contact conversations.
Deep conversations, yeah.
Like really, really deep. And they can carry like marathons. Like they are marathon deep conversation having ass niggas.
So it's all the time.
All the time. Like I could literally look in Happy Bay's eyes for like 3 hours straight and have a conversation and
just
then,
like that.
Just like this.
I can't imagine them having a conversation together because it's so
nothing
intense.
gets done when they're together. Absolutely. They don't make it anywhere.
Well, you know what? The thing is I can be that way, so I can see how that could happen.
Me too.
Because they talk like very thoroughly, very deep. They're asking you questions you really have to think about and like grow from. It's just a lot of energy. Anyway, Erica told my business to Happy Bay and was like, "Your crush is coming over," and I was like, "Shh, I'll cut you," even though it's not a secret. Like, please tell him. Tell him I love him and I'll be his wife. Thanks. So he came over, but he comes in like it's Valentine's Day, like all dappered out because also he dresses really cool because duh, he's perfect. And then he comes in with this woman. I'm like, fuck, she's beautiful too.
No, she's like a supermodel.
She's a supermodel, and then she starts talking, and she's super nice too. I'm like, oh, fine, it's not mine, it's for everybody. So I make friends with her because this is what I do. And then I could tell that like two people leave, another person leaves, and then Erica's been in the room with her girlfriend and her boyfriend for like pretty much 45 minutes. Me and the girl are
so
like,
much for me not telling my business.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't say anything happened. I just said you guys were disappeared. I wasn't in there. I just thought you disappeared to have long conversations.
Deep conversations.
Right.
Yeah.
So, me and the girl are in the living room, like, moaning deeply. Okay, that's another reason I like the friend, because he agrees with me about my moaning. He's on board. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking to them, and then, like, I'm kind of piecing together. I'm like, maybe they're just friends. Because she's like, I just came from a date. She didn't say, like, with him. She's like, I have a date in the morning. I'm on this dating app. I'm like, maybe they're besties. I'm like, I hope they're besties. Whatever. Even if, I don't know. I don't care. So I can tell that Erica's never coming back out the room. And then Happy Bay comes out a couple times, but he's too happy to tell anybody to get out. So I'm like, I think they want us to leave, you guys. I think it's time to go. I was dancing, and so I was like, I'll walk out with you all as we're downtown. And I get downstairs, and I forgot where I parked because I'm smart. And he's like, he walks me, and he's like, I'm taking pictures of him because he's also a photographer and a fucking DJ and everything else cool. And he's like, so what are you about to do? I'm like, I'm going to go home. He's like, you don't want to just come to are you okay to drive? I'm like, no, I'm fine. And then he's like, you can just come to my house. So in my head, I'm like, is he flirting with me? I can't tell. I'm like, okay. I can, all right. I'm like, he has to be flirting, right? He's flirting now, right? So we go to his house, all three of us, and we're literally having, and now I'm feeling anxiety about telling this story. I'm having anxiety. Oh, God. Do we do this for a living? Should we start over?
You're also not, you don't have to share.
Maybe I'll wait till next week.
Join Patreon to get the full story.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll share it on Patreon because I feel exposed.
Yep, me too. Nobody needs to know my play-by-play. Someone's going to want to date me in like 10 years and be like, I listened to all your stories, and based on these calculations, you've slept with 498 men in the last. We're like, no, I counted. I listened to all your stories.
Not true.
I don't.
And even if it was, who the fuck cares?
I don't give a fuck. My pussy's bomb. Blessing the earth. So since we're not exposing ourselves.
Has this ever happened? This is the podcast first. Start to telling a story and then be like, no, I don't think so.
I want to tell it, but it's a good story. It's gonna just need to go on Patreon.
Yeah, well, make sure you go to patreon.com/goodmomsbadchoices to hear this story and maybe mine. Well,
we didn't plan.
But overall, the theme of Valentine's Day is I think me and Jamila both had a really good Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we did.
We did, and it really was. It was spent with people, but it was really. I had no expectations. I really didn't give a fuck about what was about to happen, and it was great.
And it ended up being great. Yeah.
Yeah. People put so much pressure on that day. You know what? I was noticing on the internet. I'm just so.
Don't fucking post your Louis Vuitton bag.
Not even that. I'm so over people posting their fucking like whole spread of fucking roses, like their nigga, like like Lori Harvey. She showed this whole thing of like Michael B. Jordan, like rented out the aquarium, bought her stock in Hermes, and like wait,
hold the fuck up. I just want to make sure I heard that.
You heard it.
He bought her not a Hermes stock. Who the fuck has Hermes?
It's smart because all these listen, black people
buying Hermes.
Yes, all black people are buying Hermes, and I have no idea why. They're ugly. It's ugly. The bag's ugly. I hate the bag.
It's just regular.
Perfume smells good.
Is that the one that Cardi buys?
Yes, she's like always spending all her money on fucking Hermes bags.
Let me tell you guys, these white people don't give a fuck about us. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on Hermes. I wonder how much that stock cost.
I just feel like it's Michael B. Jordan. I knew I should have just let my message stay in his DMs. I should have just
She's gonna be blaming
my
me.
Message. I knew eventually he'd come back around to black women, and I could have been that bitch.
Tabria and Mindy and me are gonna forever be blamed for her not getting.
Tabria and Mindy, y'all ain't my friends. Y'all should have let me keep my message in his DMs. I should have never unsent it. He probably would have read it around this time this year.
3 years later. If anyone has no idea what we're talking about, please go back to our first episode with The Thick in 2018 and find this fucking message, because Erica sent Michael B. Jordan a DM and we highly recommended that she erase it because it sounded like fucking crazy. So now she's 3 years later that he's back on the brown side. She's feeling like it could have been her, but
I truly feel like it could have, but
now
now we'll never know because I don't have friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, she was showing like this, like, you know, all the fucking rose petals and da 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 da, blah 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 blah, and like literally, I saw like at least 10 different celebrities post this shit, and I'm like, y'all want to get robbed, Second of all, like, your nigga's probably in someone else's DM tomorrow. Third of all, why does this matter? Like, you want us to feel bad?
No, you know what it is? I've noticed because
it's just annoying. It's just annoying, and I'm not bitter because I don't like. It's not that I want that. And you know what? Even if I did get that, are you not even enjoying the moment? You have your phone out while you're walking into the room. Like,
speaking of that, we have a person that we are an acquaintance with, and that's my thing. Like, I know people want to share, but like, are you doing these things because you care about a human being and like you're celebrating the love? Or literally, are you doing it for Instagram? Because I saw a nigga, okay, let me just be clear. This nigga is crazy. I saw him post like, I guess his whole Valentine's Day weekend. I stopped at some point. It was dumbest shit I've ever seen. First of all, it's like,
I didn't know he was like that.
It's such a turnoff.
I didn't know he was. He seems so much more like normal.
But you know what it is? Okay, this is to our other topic about toxicity. He comes off. This is just a guy. Like, no one's involved with this person. This is someone we know. He comes off as so fucking therapized and so fucking down to earth and so fucking cool and like I don't know, healed. But those are the ones you gotta be careful for because that nigga is a narcissist. Mm-hmm. Like first of all, he like surprised his girl of the week with like balloons and like a cake.
Is that what happened? I didn't see that part. I saw
our friend made it. Our cake.
Oh no, Mama Soul Bakes.
Mama Soul Bakes.
She don't know. She didn't know she was being complicit.
It is okay. You could give her money even if you want to be.
Yeah, pay her.
Pay her to stun on the gram. It's fine.
I need to see this cake. It's probably bomb.
It's beautiful. A cake and some balloons.
Oh, wait, he also got his other bitch a Mama Soul Bakes cake.
All the bitches get it.
Oh my God.
And then he got like 3 bottles of champagne, 3 bottles of wine. I'm like, one bitch can't drink all that anyway. But then he's just like, shout out to this, shout out to this, shout out to that, shout out to that, shout out to so balloons. It's like rose petals and 6 balloons. I'm like, okay, shout out, but enough shouts outs. And then the poor bitch is just crying, just like
crying because she's happy.
I guess, but like it's balloons, a cake, and some wine.
I'm just so sad. Like as women, it's like we've never been treated well. I mean, and I guess we haven't.
We haven't.
It takes one day out of the year for a nigga to lay some roses down on the
floor,
fucking pathway and the hallway of your apartment to you to be like, oh,
yeah, and literally, there's like 6 stories of her crying.
I missed that.
And then he's like, oh, man, stop crying. Oh, she's so happy she's crying.
And filming crying?
Yeah. Oh, she's so happy she's crying. Like, what? Like, first of all, why are you still crying? Second of all, can you stop
filming
it? But that's not it.
Oh, no.
There's another one. The next day.
Oh, yeah. I think this is when I tapped in.
They take a private jet service to Las Vegas, but not before you see his Louis Vuitton sneakers with the jet in the background. You guys, we gotta stop doing stuff for Instagram. Like, I get it's a platform, but says the bitch who wants to put her titties on it every time. Yeah, I was just like, this bitch has to know this is not about her or for her. Wait, and then to make it even better, the bitch he just left for the new bitch is posting on her story. Niggas are so sad posting their Louis Vuitton sneakers. And when they owe me money still, I was like, the fact that I can see everybody's
perspective
life on here is just, it's pretty toxic is what I'm trying to say.
I just was like, I don't know. It is toxic because I feel like, I mean, obviously, like, I don't know Lori Harvey's life, and, you know, she's obviously very wealthy and successful and beautiful, and she lives her life for the gram a little bit. Like, that's how she makes her money. People care about what she's wearing and what she's doing.
Because what does she do? Is she Steve Daddy? Steve Daddy. Is Steve Daddy just her stepdaddy? Or
yeah.
That's just it. Well, she's a mom.
Now she has a skincare line. She's doing collabs with different brands now. Like she just had a clothing collab with some clothing company or whatever. So she's figuring it out. Whatever.
Have you ever heard her talk?
I don't think so. Have you?
No, I was just wondering, like, is she a personality? Like, I
don't know. I mean, she's fucking gorgeous. That's what I do know. But, like, I just feel like, and then I look at Michael B. Jordan, my could have been future boyfriend, who doesn't really post, like, stunt like that on the gram.
It seems like whatever she's doing, everyone's stunning on the gram for her.
But is with her, and I feel like is now stunting for her because he knows he has to do that because this is what she likes, and, like, did this whole extra shit. And I'm just like, couldn't y'all have just, like, done this and, like, enjoyed it with your amongst yourself, because there's so many people right now that are alone. There are so many people who can't afford to do these things. It just feels tacky.
It is tacky. How did you don't let me get on a private jet. Everybody's gonna see.
Okay, that's true.
Oh, we're confused.
Just not on Valentine's Day.
Right? Any other day I'm gonna snap, but not Valentine's Day, when people may get sad. Comes from two single bitches. How did he showcase the Hermes stock?
She posted it,
like just like an envelope.
She posted a picture of the paper and said, "So thoughtful, baby. Like bought me her stock in Hermes," and like, you know, the whole story of them walking through the aquarium, and then Nobu cooked for them, and
Nobu himself,
I guess, I don't know if he did
at
it.
the aquarium.
Yes.
How rude to have sushi at an aquarium.
So rude.
So
You're
rude.
Right. That's fucked up.
What aquarium? Like Long Beach? Where were they?
I don't know, bitch. Somewhere. Okay. And then didn't end there. Then they got back to the apartment and there was like orchids. Like it was like the whole room was a rose.
Because it couldn't be roses. It had to be orchids.
You know who started all this shit?
Who?
The Kardashians. Kim started this shit with Kanye, because Kanye would always do these like extravagant. Then Kylie and Travis and all this shit. And it's just like, okay, bitch, we get it. You're rich.
I know. I'm trying to put myself in their position. I'm like, okay, if I get a nigga tomorrow, literally, like, if I get a nigga tomorrow, he's rich. He buys me a lot of shit. Am I gonna put it all on there? Because I see it, and I'm like, this is very tacky. And I don't. That's really not. That's not my thing. One nigga bought me flowers. One nigga. I didn't post it.
I get sharing certain things. You know what I mean? And like, I get it. I'm not saying you can't. And I've shared a picture of some flowers that someone bought me. You know what I mean? But like, I just feel like when you do the most, it just seems like
it seems like it's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, like why you want us to see what you have? It goes with you. It's very on brand for you. It's very on brand for her. So it felt like Michael B. Jordan is trying to make sure he's on brand for her, because I've never seen him post anything like that. Obviously, I'm not just saying like for a bitch, but just in general, he's more of a low key actor than what she is now. He's all flossing on the yachts and shit, and he has to because he's with Lori Harvey. It's a requirement.
All right, it's like dating Kim. You can't be private.
Yeah, you can't be fucking private. The fuck? We're showing everyone all of our shit. We're waiting to get robbed.
We're waiting to get robbed, just like Kim.
I'm gonna rob them. Okay.
One day we get rich and flossy, and everyone's gonna play this back. Like, remember? Look, it's on brand for us now. We're rich.
I don't know. At least it'll be mine. I will have bought my own floral display.
I'll be like, look how wonderful I am to me. I bought myself a diamond ring. Yeah, I kind of not that I care. I didn't get like jealous or anything, but
I just want to say, okay, like live your life, do what you do. I think it's tacky, but you know, whatever, do what you do. I just want to say, for the people that watch those things and feel a way, just know that half the time they ain't living that life. They are living that rich life for sure, confirmed. But there's so much other shit going on that you just be happy with what you have, because they like. I think about so many people that I know that floss on the gram, and I know them personally, and I know their life, and I know what's happening in their relationships, and I know what's happening in their personal life, and shit ain't sweet. It's not fucking rose petals and fucking champagne.
It's true.
And for someone who doesn't know that can be so triggering for them. It can be so upsetting. It can make you go into depression. It can make you kill yourself. Not to be, okay, trigger warning, not to be like, talk about suicide, but
suicide is at an all-time high. It's like tripled in the last 10 years since social media. So it's not like
it can ruin your relationship. You're looking at your partner like, you didn't do this shit for me. No, but he did push you through college, and he is paying the rent, and he is paying the mortgage, or she is doing this and that. It's like, put things in perspective, you guys, because this shit ain't real.
Yeah.
And once Michael and Lori are done,
I'm
sliding back into that DM, okay?
And then she's gonna post her Hermes stock. on the yacht, okay? She's going to do it.
It'll be a different stock. It won't be Hermes.
It'll be like a bigger, better yacht.
Yeah.
It'll be a bigger
It'll be some
aquarium.
cryptocurrency or some shit.
I don't like that. I didn't like that. Maybe I'm triggered because I saw the other guy do it, and I was like, this is the fakest shit I've ever seen. He's so fake and not evolved, and this is a dumbass.
Yeah, when I saw those, I saw the hotel and all the things.
I didn't see the hotel.
Oh, you missed the hotel.
Oh, wait, this is... I heard about it. It was what? It was like the deluxe suite.
It was like a 2-story hotel
It was
room. Oh yeah, there was a staircase with roses going up the staircase.
Stop.
And he was the one filming it. He was filming. I mean, I don't follow her on Instagram, so I don't know. But he was filming it. He was filming his own work that he had done.
Look how good I am.
And then like he finally got to her, and she was like next to the bed, like texting on her phone. I was like, this is so sad. Y'all ain't even enjoying the shit. You're too busy capturing content to even just enjoy what's been had, what you're doing.
And nigga, you're a trainer. This is not even on brand for you.
Oh damn, you okay?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's still vague. Everybody knows like a trainer. So you're not even Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. There's no reason for you to be capturing this. No one cares. Except us. We're talking about it. It was just funny. It was fucking hilarious. And yeah, what a waste of money.
Anyway, I'm satisfied with my my Valentine's Day.
Your top secret Valentine's Day?
I got no rose petals on beds or candlelit rooms.
I don't really like that kind of stuff.
One
time this bitch did it for me in Atlanta, and I was just like, I didn't even know what to say because I was like, this is so generic. I'm just not a generic type of bitch. Like, don't run. I mean, you can. I like that, but like, don't. I've seen this 400 million thousand times, and now 500 million thousand.
Who made that? Is it Pretty Woman? Who created this?
I don't know, but it's killing the flower.
Who fucking created this shit? I need to Google it.
Wait, and then okay. So, side note on Valentine's Day, because I'm a Jamaican, I did a couples massage, and I was at this like residency slash hotel in downtown. But it must be like a lot of niggas go there because the security at this place they literally might as well be wearing bulletproof vests. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I realized when I was in the lobby, there's so many black people. So, anything fancy that black people frequent, they gotta put the fucking 14 security around. But everybody in the lobby, because we had to wait for the elevators, all these niggas had like teddy bears and flowers and teddy bears and flowers. And then me and my friend were going up to do like a massage and cater some food. I'm like, niggas still ain't got creative in 200 million years. It's the same shit.
I don't want no teddy bears.
Please don't give me...
What am I, as a grown-ass person, going to do with a teddy bear?
And it was one of those big-ass ones that no one has any space for.
That is going...
in the trash.
Going in the trash. It's going to Goodwill.
Well, so, like, yeah, I would like stock, too. But I don't know. Get creative. I don't know. Don't run me a bath with fucking roses in it. I did that last night.
I know. To myself.
Every day. Yeah, it's overrated. Valentine's Day is overrated. And, like, romanticize your fucking self. Be romantic for yourself.
I agree. Well, we do have an advice question since we have so much to say about everything.
Okay.
Very opinionated. We are Valentine's Day experts. What to not do on Valentine's Day. For some reason, people trust us with advice. So... we got this one a little while ago, and I've been meaning to read it. And actually, she mentions you, Milah.
Oh.
So here it goes. Hello, ladies. I know this is super late and I'm super behind. I'm still playing catch up, but I just wanted to say I absolutely love your podcast and adore you both. Thank you. You two are amazing individuals and even better together. Hey, wifey.
We really are better together.
So getting to the point of my message, I just finished listening to your episode with Jodie Sweetin and Celia Behair. Shout out to Never Thought I'd Say This podcast. Great conversation, by the way. But I needed some advice if you two have any. Truthfully, towards the end of the episode, you guys were discussing being in relationships and putting yourself first, and that's okay. And one of the things that stood out to me was when Milah was describing how her parents had been married young and her mom was just obsessed with her dad and just basically her world revolved around him, and that she sometimes catches herself feeling that anxiety when she herself is with her dad and he's leaving, she's like, where are you going? What are you doing? And she mentioned she catches herself and is like, what the fuck? Why do I care?
Yep.
Well, I myself have been in a relationship with the same man since I was 16. I'm now going on 31. We've been married almost 7 years and together for 14. And Milah's situation triggered me because I know that is me. I am her mom in the situation. And the sad part is I know what I'm doing. I know it needs to change. It's something I try to work on gradually, but I just don't know how. There's no autonomy developed is what stands out. And I think to myself, like, yeah, I can do things on my own. I can make executive decisions on my own. But then I come back to thinking that, like, in the back of my mind, my decisions are always based on my husband. Always. No matter how much I'd like to believe, I decide something on my own. And don't get me wrong, I love him. I'm in love with him. I'm just not happy with myself because I've come to the realization that in these 14 years, I haven't given myself the love and care and support I need, and now I don't even know what that is anymore. And don't get me wrong, I have a good job here in Silicon Valley that pays decent and well, but he's always thrived and worked his ass off to be the head of his company, but at what expense to me, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just rambling. And in all that, I do want to say we have two beautiful pain-in-the-ass boys that are 12 and 3 years old who I love dearly. And I feel myself just being stuck in this limbo because I do not want to alter any parts of their lives, you know? Any thoughts? With the new year already here, I'm going to make it a goal to try to work on myself without feeling guilty about it. So any feedback would be great. I know you're probably like, girl, go see a therapist.
No. Thank you for coming to us and caring about our opinion and listening so intently to our stories and like letting them apply to you, because obviously we're not experts at everything, but we're just here to share our perspectives and our experiences. And I really appreciate you guys embracing us and, you know, being supportive. I would say though, I don't know, maybe take a solo trip.
Yeah.
I think you need to disconnect. I mean, I'm not saying that's the answer, because one time my mom did that for 2 weeks. She went to Hawaii, then she came back and she still acted crazy. I'm just saying she
did?
Yeah, she did it one time. I remember, and because like for 2 weeks everybody was acting wild at the house. It was fucking no supervision. But obviously she came back and got right back into crazy mode. But I just think it's a practice. I think it's something you have to like be mindful of. And I didn't tell all my mom's business, only to like reference how it affected me, but I just feel so, even in any relationship, it can become so routine and so codependent because the routine is depending on your partner, and we're not, like, if you don't prioritize individuality, individual time in your relationship and personally, it will not happen. Both of you need to be on the same page. You need to go. Whatever you need to do, go do it. You know, like, I have your back with the kid. I have, you know, those are the type of, like, that should be at a priority for the relationship, your individual growth. Because I really feel like those are the best and most healthy relationships that don't like lead in resentment.
Mm-hmm. I think also kids are so resilient. Like if you're worried about switching shit up and affecting your kids' like stability. I mean, you're saying you're happily married, so I'm assuming it's not a matter of like I want to leave my husband. It's more like I need to switch some shit up for myself. Like, do that. Yeah, your kids might notice some shit is changing, but they'll also just get on board and go with it. I mean, they're 3 and I think she said 3 and 12.
Yeah.
Kids are resilient, man. Like, and you deserve to feel whole. I think you got triggered because you're worried that maybe your kids will feel like their mom only lived for their dad, and they may if you continue on this path. But I think it's not trying to like change everything overnight. It's just like baby steps.
Like, it's first steps that you've even acknowledged.
Yeah, and you said you're aware of it. I mean, that's the first step. Some people are not even aware of it. I mean, at all. Do you think your mom's aware of it?
I'm pretty sure.
Besides you telling her?
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's ever told her this. I think she's so deeply programmed that way at this
She doesn't realize when she's doing it sometimes.
No, it's in her nature. Mm-hmm. Like, it's in her nature to do it.
And talk to your husband.
About how you're feeling, yeah.
Yeah, talk to your husband. Like, you know, you might be nervous to do that, but it sounds like you guys have a really good relationship. And, you know, asking for help is sometimes the hardest thing when you're a woman, honestly, and a mom. Like and especially if you're a good mom and you're a good wife.
Well, I think that's the problem I was going to say is the good wife shit. You know, a good wife, like, 'cause I can totally hear someone at home who is trained, who's very traditional, saying, like, that's how it's supposed to be. Every decision should include your spouse. But I think what it's one thing to be considerate of someone else's feelings. It's something completely different to abandon your ability to make decisions on your own. Which, you know, I need to check myself even with my relationship with Erica. I'm always asking her shit, but I'm joking. It's not so much. I think we're so conditioned that being a good wife is, and being a good mom is. And even I had this thought today because my daughter has been at her dad's house for like a pretty good amount of time, probably like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday, and I was feeling like deep guilt because I really needed last night. I was like, damn, I should have went and got her last night, but he didn't call me, so I was like, off the hook. But I just needed to sleep. I really wanted to sleep, and I found myself getting anxiety about having to pick her up because I didn't feel rested yet. And I knew she required a lot of my attention. And today, as I was coming over here, still haven't gotten her. I was feeling, and he hadn't called me. I was feeling anxiety. That he was going to like guilt me for not calling, even though I did. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't matter. I have her all the time. But I just felt the mom guilt come up, and I had to tell myself, it's okay. You have things that you are getting done. You're not like fucking off. You needed the rest, and it's okay to honor that. And like I also have this fear that I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna. I always have this fear like 15 years from now when she doesn't want to hang out with me, I'm gonna go back to this very moment, this very week, and I'm gonna be like, I didn't pick her up on fucking Sunday, you know. But like, we can't live like that. And I also came to the epiphany, like, anxiety is fear of time. And guess what? Like, time is happening constantly. So I think a part of like getting rid of the anxiety is just like being present and being okay with what you need right now. And right now, if you're feeling like you're being codependent in any way, take slow steps back to untangle that. And like, even if that means untangling a little bit from the kids and saying, hey, I need you to show up more because I need to show up more for myself. Then that's what needs to be done.
Amen to that. Because I was thinking, like, I know you said your husband has worked his ass off to be the head of his company and all those things, and that's all great. And you have a job too that pays well, like you said. You have a work. Don't downplay what the fuck you do. You might not be the head of the company, but you're working and you're a mother. He can take up some of the slack. He's capable of doing it. If he can work his ass off at his job, he can work his ass off in his marriage and his fatherhood. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying allow him to pick up some of the slack. If you need to go have a solo dinner once a week by yourself where you order whatever the fuck you want and you don't have to worry about whatever the fuck everyone else is eating, then do that shit. Whatever it is, like, and just start there. And maybe that's not it. Maybe you do that for like a month. You're like, I actually really like having dinner with my family, you know? But find the things that you feel bring you back to yourself.
And we have a friend, a tribe member who's married. She's about to be married, but she told me like they do take turns, like just getting staycations and going to a hotel. And one time recently, he said he needed space to go to the hotel, and she wasn't tripping. And but then like they did something sexy, and he was like, meet me at the hotel for dinner, and they played strangers, and they fucked, and then she left. He fell asleep and she left, and he woke up like, where are you? And she's like, I went home.
Yeah, this is your staycation.
It's just like, I think sometimes even pulling back in your relationship and like honing in on your individuality and on your own time actually makes the relationship more sexy. It makes the relationship more like in this date space. Because why is dating so fucking sexy? Like, why are you thinking about like the guy you just met? Because it's new and there's mystery. Mm-hmm. What a lot of times in relationships, you're together so long that mystery is gone, and it's just like some brother sister type roommate shit. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So like the space, I think, is really what makes space for romance in some weird way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are we gonna do our Whorie?
Oh yeah, I think let's get into the horror stories.
Since we're not gonna tell any of our own. No, we're not. So today's horror story.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
Okay. You have contacts in?
I can't.
Your glasses are right there.
Bitch, I can't see far away.
Oh, okay.
My sight is things I can't see far away.
Okay, I didn't know.
I don't need reading glasses.
Well, so then every time you make me make shit bigger, I thought you said
It's because it's usually far away. You're probably asking me from far away something small. Oh my god. Now I'm gonna fuck this up. Okay, so I have a Whorie. I was dating this guy for a little while. He was like a bomb boyfriend and all, but he worked a lot, so I wasn't having sex as often as I would like. I had a side nigga that I'd been going back and forth with since I was like 18. Dick was super bomb, and his head always left me twitching. So this one time, Main Bay came over and did his thing. It was good, but I needed more, so I waited until he left and called Side Bay over. I washed up while I was waiting for him to come over. He finally came and literally sucked my soul out of my body. He fucked me so good that I think I forgot how to walk for a few minutes. I know that type of fuck. The whole time, Main Bay is calling and FaceTiming my phone, and I'm deep in dick. I had to rush Side Bay out the house so that I could call Main Bay back. Turns out he wanted round 2 and was on his way back over. So I had to hurry and wash up again before he got to me and throw the sheets off the bed because they smelled like Side Bay. Can you imagine? They're like, is that Hugo Boss? I don't wear no Hugo.
Do you think men notice?
Niggas do know. Niggas are jealous women on steroids, but quietly, which is even psychoer. I had to rush Side Bay out the house so that I could... Okay, wait. Main Bay must have drank a Red Bull or had a shot of Henny because he came back and fucked the shit out of me. He sucked my toes, put a finger in my ass, choked me. I spit it in his mouth. It was fucking amazing.
Sounds amazing.
My little old vagina was so sore for like a week, but it was worth it.
Oh.
Yes.
Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
back and forth.
Okay.
Sounds like a good time, baby. Sounds like you got yours and some.
I think we have another one.
Oh yeah, we do.
Should we read it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, so this is...
Again, since we're not sharing our hoe shit this week, we'll share yours.
Okay. Hey ladies, just wanted to share my Whorie. So I was in a serious relationship with someone since I was in my teens. We were married and all that shit. Many years into our marriage, I found out he was cheating on me and had no intentions of changing. So I decided to end that and move on with my life. It was a big change for me, being single as an adult woman, especially since he was like one of 3 men I'd ever slept with. So here I am in unfamiliar waters, navigating singlehood, feeling horny as fuck with no one to fuck. Until one day, I was hanging out with a group of friends, and my ex's younger brother decided to join us. It was cool. He was friends with my friends, and he was family. So I felt comfortable with him being around. Anyways, the night went on, shots were taken, vibes were felt, and when the night came to an end, I found myself looking at him a little different. Let's just say the liquid courage kicked in, and my hands got a little frisky. When we were outside the club waiting to go home, he was standing near me, and I decided to just go for it. Okay, girl, get it. I reached into the brother's pants and grabbed his dick and started stroking it. Outside, right there on the sidewalk, like shit was cool. He was drunk, but very aware of what the fuck I was doing. Anyways, his drunk ass shoved me into the backseat of the car and started kissing me and shit, but I stopped him. A few weeks went by, and the sexual tension had really built up since our little drunken night. So one night, we decided to link up and talk about what had happened. But let's just say not much talking took place. We ended up going from my couch to my bed and having the most amazing sex. He was younger than me, but boy, this young buck really knew his way around my body. He ate me out so fucking good, had me squirting all over his face, which was so hot because he had never experienced a woman squirting before. Young buck. He was like a kid in a candy store. Okay, all these references to you.
To him being young?
Yeah, he was like a kid in the candy store. And the candy store was my pussy.
Hey!
It was my first time being with someone that much younger than me, but he did not disappoint. There I was with my ex's younger brother having the most amazing, passionate, aggressive, steamy sex I had in a while. And listen, I don't know if it was just the good dick or the sweet taste of revenge, but that shit was so fucking good. We literally fucked the shit out of each other. I'm talking spanking, choking, gagging, sweaty, just all around amazing sex. He was a freak, so I was able to let my freak flag fly high. And it was just what I needed. The end.
Amen.
Moral of the story is, don't piss a bitch off because she's liable to fuck your brother.
Or your daddy. Ooh. But wow, I love our community so much. I love our tribe. I love that this is a safe space. I love that we can literally come and tell each other everything. And we all know it's love. We're going to love you. If you're a good mom, you can tell us anything. We love you.
We love you.
We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to laugh. We're going to love you. We don't care. We just want you to come as you are and be authentically yourself, because that's the only way.
It is. It is.
People do shit, you learn from it, or you like it, you know, and that's just the moral of the story.
I mean, that's the whole point. You know, bad choices lead to better ones, and sometimes bad choices are
fun fucking night.
Are fucking good choices for that night, okay? So if you guys have any Whories, if you're listening to this Whorie and saying to yourself, damn, I got something better than that, send that shit, please, because we are lacking in the Whorie department. Y'all are some prudes over there. I know you ain't.
And we're tired of telling ours.
Well, yeah, clearly, because we didn't share ours.
Because I'm afraid that 10 years from now, someone's going to pull up all my receipts.
She's going to have 487 men that she slept with.
All recorded on podcast.
Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Maybe all of our Whories are only going to be on Patreon from here on out.
Just ours? Are we? Is this called growth?
I just feel like we've told all the tells. Like, how much can we tell? Fuck. You guys want us never to get married? Do you want to get married at some point? Oh. Wait, all we do is talk about like being unashamed women. Like, we're gonna stop because we want to get married.
Look, that's you. I didn't say nothing about marriage.
I'm joking, kinda. I'm just going back over my weekend story, and I'm like, how many more of these do I have in me to tell?
Yeah, let us tell your business.
Jesus. Yeah, patreon.com/Good Moms Bad Choices is where you can get all the uncensored self-sabotage stories that we have, and so much more. We have a lot of good shit on there.
And if you have Whories, just DM us, or you can email us at info@goodmomsbadchoices.com.
Please put Whorie in the subject title.
Yeah, because the shit will get lost in our email, so make sure you put that in the subject.
If you've sent one and we haven't said it, it's either a 7 or resend it, because our emails are crazy.
Don't DM it. Just email it. Because DM you can't search. It's really annoying. And what else? Rate us and review us on Apple Podcasts, please. We're almost at 1,000 reviews. We're so close.
We're like very close. Like, do it right now.
Yeah, please just go ahead and rate and review us. If you don't follow us on Instagram, do that too, because I don't know, our Instagram is kind of lit over there, and I don't know how long we're gonna be on there. We're
upgrading to OnlyFans because I'm sick of putting my titties away.
Anyway, we will see you guys next week.
Bye. Bye.
Solo puedo recordar la luz de la calle, de las estrellas, cómo bailamos en la gran ciudad.